Hello, the Curly View. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Thank you, ladies, for joining. I know I'm late. I'm super late. Bear with me. Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see, who do we have? We have Bags of Love, Phenomenal Personality, Vader, Kim Beeks, Florentine Quack. Hi, Sus. Hi, CF. Hello, 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 Lucinda Quimbley. Welcome. I am so glad that all of you ladies have cleared your schedules for just a few minutes to join me tonight. So I'm not going to keep you long because I still haven't figured out dinner plans. Hi, Sunflowerish. So I need to go and have that taken care of by, as my mom would say, by hook or crook. I need to get that figured out. Hi, Military Mom. So what I have tonight is a couple of items that I want to share with you between Macy's, Bloomingdale's, and Coach. They are all Coach items, but I didn't pick them all up in the same place. And I admit that I was not pleased with the way that the package showed up from Macy's because I just expected a little bit more than a box with a plastic bag and my bag inside. But that's what we have. I have not taken it out of the dust bag to look at it, so I hope it's okay. But if not, I've got my receipt, and it will make its way back. I know from the size of this little dust bag, y'all are thinking it's not even gonna work. Whatever it is in there, it is too small for her. It is not going to work. And it's possible that you're right. But I at least wanted to see, touch, feel, experiment with this bag in person. It is a bit of a YouTube made me do it purchase. And there are quite a few people that can go to the enabler corner for this particular one tonight. Not necessarily this style, but not necessarily this color combination, but definitely the style of bag. So if you would kindly greet your fellow tribe sisters, and if you have not already done so, please hit the thumbs up for me. I took the plunge and jumped on none other than the Cassie bandwagon. And I will share with you. So yesterday I was out and I met a friend, and when he looked over into my car, my purse was on the front seat. And he looked at it and he said, "That's not a Dooney." And I said, "No, it's a Coach bag." He says, "Oh, that's your little pandemic run around bag." And I got such a kick out of that because I'm in my little denim tote that I'm going to be switching out of. And it just is something very different. That bag, as I've carried it for the last 2 weeks, gives me a little bit of a Dunienberg Maddie vibe, which I really enjoyed carrying. But it really is a bit out of my comfort zone. But it's also a bag that if I get so compelled, I can just throw it in the washer. And I'm not sure that the little bit of leather that they put on those straps is just gonna deteriorate. I got this bag because I thought that it would be another great kind of runaround bag where you don't need everything. Something that has a pocket that I can slide my phone in, or my face mask in, or an extra pair of gloves if it's one of those trips where I'm going to the grocery store and need to get gas. And I have watched a ton of videos where I have watched the profile of this bag just kind of expand as people are putting their contents inside. So although it is definitely giving me small bag profiles, I have seen the capacity of this bag and decided that I would give it a try for myself. What drew me to it is, if you recall at the beginning of the Coach sale, and I tell you, this sale has been going on for so long that I almost forgot that it wasn't this sale. It was kind of the sale before this one where they had the extra 30% off. And I came on and did a recommendation video, and signature was one of the recommendations that I made in that video, that if you're going to pick up something from Coach and you don't have it, to pick up a Coach signature piece that you can get some function out of. And I decided that this was the bag that I was going to take the plunge on, but I actually got a better price for it at Macy's. I like this tan rust color combination because it's pretty classic, it's pretty neutral. And I figured if I stuck to one color wave, so to speak, of this bag, that I could pick up maybe a couple more accessory pieces or maybe even a couple more bags, and they would have interchangeable accessories. I love this idea of the top handle and the fact that the strap can come off if I so choose and just use the top handle. I know you have seen 1,001 of these bags on YouTube, and I don't know what to tell you except this one is mine. It does not have feet because this is more of a shoulder bag or a crossbody. The strap is adjustable, and I do like the thickness of this strap. It's not the thinnest strap that I've seen from Coach or from some other brands. So it feels like it will be able to take a little bit more weight and still be a comfortable carry. And there you have the adjustment there. This bag has just the turn lock closure. It does not have the Coach C hardware on the front. And one of the things that I am curious to see, thanks to my tribe sister phenomenal personality, is some of these bags, at least earlier productions of this bag, had some cracking and glazing issues. So mine had been sitting for quite a while, and I thought after a text conversation with Sandra that I probably should pull this out, give it a really, really good inspection, decide if it's something that I can see myself moving into, and if so, figure out when and how I am going to pack it and use it. So, unlike the Hutton shoulder bag, I'm not noticing any cracking across the top. So that's already a plus, because I was very, very disappointed with the flap on that bag and immediately seeing the creasing and the folding in the leather. I'm not having that issue. One of the other places was just around the seal and the glazing of the bag, and I am not noticing any cracking or wear or anything like that around the seal or the edge of the bag. So hopefully I got a good one, because I've had a couple of conversations with a couple of my tribe sisters about me probably being at the end of the road for the most part with Coach for bags, at least for a little while, and that I'm going to go back to just accessories. That's probably a whole nother video, so I won't go into that. But there are a couple more bags from Coach that I want to get my hands on to add into my collection before I say, okay, I'm only back to accessories with Coach. All right, it is not leather lined. It is a gorgeous Bordeaux ox bloody, really pretty textile lining here. That I would imagine is helping to make the leather more pliable so that it doesn't have that cracking issue that I mentioned on the Hutton shoulder bag. Let's take a look at the interior. So okay. I think it might work. Okay, so the first is I don't like center zippers. If you've been with me for a while, you already know that. But this does not, even though the interior is divided, it is not giving me center zip obstruction vibes. It's almost like having three, almost like three small bags in one. It's giving me, it's almost like it's giving me plus size double zip wallet vibes from Coach, if that makes any sense. And you have to have had one of those in your hands and be very knowledgeable of that piece, but that's kind of what it feels like to me with fewer card slots. I don't know, for those of you that have this bag and that have the double zip wallet, does that make sense to you? And I think that's why it will work for me, is because I love a double zip wallet. I love Coach's the large wristlets from Coach, and it's almost like they have taken that accessory and beefed it up and made it a bag. I know military mom says that she understands that it makes sense to her. But for those of you, I don't know any other way to compare it, because the double zip wallet has two sections. And I feel like the front section that has the card slots gives a little bit more function than the back with the two slip pockets. This feels like a good place to like keep a checkbook or face mask or maybe hand sanitizer. It could be a place for like your, I don't know, your little travel size Lysol, your toilet seat covers, like thin, flat things, maybe a card case, that all of that, because those are thin things, they feel like they would fit in the smallest pocket on the back. And then in the interior, if you wanted to use a full size wallet or maybe even a double zip wallet or top zip, maybe if you had a smaller cosmetic case or even a corner zip wristlet that you are maybe using now as a catch-all, because what I realize is I don't need lipstick in my bag right now. I just need a good chapstick, because when I put my mask on, which I have on 100% of the time when I'm outside of the house, nobody can see what lipstick I have on underneath anyway, but it's really important for me to keep my lips hydrated. So using like a small corner zip wristlet, or even just taking your chapstick and being able to just drop it in the corner of your bag, it feels like this is a good place for it. And then I think that for me, this is going to be like the place where if I have cash or card case or coin case, this pocket, which is on the back wall of the front pocket, which we haven't gotten to yet, this feels like a good place to like stick cash or receipts or just kind of like a using it almost as like a little catch-all for all things paper that could really cause this bag to get out of sorts really quickly. The front pocket here, or front slip section, I don't know what I would use that for. Because I've thought about my sunglass case, but my sunglasses are really bulky and the case is even bulkier. So unless I took them out of the hard case and used them in like the little soft case, they probably would just stay on my face as opposed to inside my bag. Um, I would also, uh, this would be a good place for like your keys, maybe another small hand sanitizer could go here. This is a place where, I don't know. I just, as I'm looking at this bag and I'm thinking about what I have in my Coach denim bag, I don't need all of that in here, right? This is, I can't foresee this bag being an everyday bag, like when we go back into the office, or I just don't see that this, maybe if I'm local to, home, not traveling, this might carry my day essentials. But this would be an amazing bag to travel with crossbody. I have visions of this with saddle colored either ankle or riding boots, jeans, sweaters, maybe a crisp white button down. This is that Black Friday bag, although Black Friday is going to look completely different this year than it ever has. So maybe I won't need this for Black Friday because I'll be shopping from, my devices and a blanket on the couch. But it's that kind of bag, the kind of bag that if you're running to Target or Costco, or maybe to the post office, and you just need a few things, this is the bag that I can see grabbing those essentials out of my larger bag, throwing it in this one, and being ready to go out the door. No feet because, again, it's a shoulder or crossbody bag. But I do like the profile. And although the pictures online to me make this bag look really small, it's not a tiny bag. I will say for me, this is a small bag. I'm not even going to call this medium. This is a small bag. Anything smaller than this, and it would probably be, what are they calling them? Micros or bitsies or nanos or whatever. So I like the size of it. I really appreciate those of you that already have this bag that have posted what fits, because it actually helped me to realize that this, during the time that we're in right now, could be a completely functional bag for me. I do like this little top handle. The LV, I'm gonna call it drama, right? The drama that came across social media when Coach released this bag was absolutely hilarious to me. And it is because all of these fashion houses are, and always have been, right? This isn't something that has just started, but they have always borrowed styles and style inspiration from each other. So the fact that the LV, I think it is Pouchette Matisse, and this similarity, first off, I personally wouldn't spend that much on an LV bag. But I have admired, I think it's called Lux Mommy. She's a YouTuber out of the Houston area. I absolutely love her channel. And she has the LV version of this bag. Is that, y'all don't bite my head off by saying the LV version. Y'all understand what I'm saying. And she styled it and has carried it and showcased it in several videos and on her Instagram page. But I like the idea of the signature, right? This is not going to be your business meeting bag. This is not going to be your this is like your grab and go to the grocery store, doctor's appointments, vacation, I don't know, social activities, if we are ever able to do anything outside of the house again other than social media. It's that kind of bag. It's a casual vibe bag for me in this colorway with the signature print. Now, I have seen this bag in the solid leather colors. Guilty. I did pick up a second one before I even opened this one, before I've taken a deep dive, because the color and the price pulled me in. So I think I'm officially out of the Cassie business now that I have two. But for me, the solid color versions of Cassie and even a couple of the color block color waves are bags that, if you are a small bag carrier, I could see being elevated in style just a little bit more than maybe the signature. That's just my personal style preference. I can't see this bag with a little black dress, unless you're going for little black dress very casual, or whether that's maybe a sweater dress and you're throwing on some boots or something. This to me is more of a casual bag. And I know everybody uses their bags differently and everybody has different style, but this is my channel, my platform, my bag, and you're here for my thoughts. So that's what it is for me. Now, the solid color that I purchased boots to go with her, not Coach boots, but I did get boots to match her, and I can absolutely see dressing that one up a bit more, and maybe even using it locally for work again when I'm not traveling and I don't need to have as much with me. But this one is going to be purely casual, and I love it. The piping on it is amazing. Y'all know how I feel about an outside pocket. I love the fact that it does offer a third carry option. You can use it top handle, shoulder, crossbody, and the strap is adjustable. There is the ability for me to carry a full-size wallet and all of our current errand essentials. I know I'm late to get on the bandwagon, but everything isn't for everyone, and not every style or trend is going to hit everyone at the same time. And if you don't believe me, just think about the Coach, any Coach bag right now, Dreamer, pick a size. Think about even Dooney with a medium satchel, or Carrington. That size doesn't work for everyone, and not everyone was picking up Carringtons at the same time. Or there's some people that absolutely have no interest in those items. So again, not everything in fashion is intended for everyone, and sometimes trends and bags and phases hit you a little bit later. Hey, bags of love, I'm with you. I'm late to the game as well, but I am really loving this one. While I was picking this up, I realized that I did not have any accessories that were signature that could go with this. And of course, I had accessories that I could pair with it. But if you were here at the beginning of the live stream, part of what I shared was identifying what signature color theme I wanted to delve into and kind of sticking with that. Now, I will say, I think I've shown it on here. Maybe I haven't. I did decide to get a double zip wallet. I think I've shown it on here already. Maybe I haven't. It's in signature, but I decided to pick it up from the outlet instead of retail. One, because I don't mind the accessories that I have picked up from the Coach outlet, whether they were outlet exclusives or whether they were retail and now available at the outlet. I know that's not for everybody, and that's fine. But I decided that after looking at my tribe sister Carmen Hawkins video, where she showed how the retail signature versus the outlet signature pieces, the differences between those, that double zip wallet is going to be inside, and it's not going to bother me. The outside of the bag is for everybody else. The inside of the bag, in my opinion, is for me. So when I look inside my bag, it should make me happy. The outside should be aesthetically appealing, so to speak, for fashion purposes, for the people that you're encountering, and so on and so forth. Because I don't know about you, but I'm not constantly looking down at myself all day for me to admire my bag. But I do get compliments from other people. So for me, outside is the bag of the bag. It is for me, but it really is, other people, so to speak. But when I open my bag, the contents in it, whether it is matching accessories or a pop of color or whatever, right? Everybody's not looking in my bag when I open it. So what's in there is for me. And I decided double zip wallet. I was completely fine with that being an outlet piece. But I did decide that there were some pieces that I just absolutely wanted to match my signature leather. I do have another Coach signature piece in a larger bag, a much larger bag. Like I could probably get 5 of these in the other bag. But it's something that I'm not ready to show yet. I think I'm going to do it a little bit more in the fall. I think there may be a couple of other accessory pieces that maybe I want to try to score for that one. But I'll show you what I have so far that will match with this one, as well as my larger signature bag that I will share with you another time on my channel. So the first is, I was not sure if I wanted a full-size wallet to go in this bag, but I figured the only way I would know is to get one and to see if it was going to fit. And if it didn't fit, then I still have a larger bag. So I knew I wanted to get a wallet. And I decided on this one. And I wanted my color combination to be spot on. And I will likely not purchase any more signature bags, because I do think there is such thing as too much signature in the same color wave. But unless there is something likely red that I can find, then I'm probably done, with the exception of maybe a couple more accessory pieces just to kind of move between the two. All right, this wallet, I was actually able to get the wallet from Bloomingdale's. They also had an amazing sale on this wallet on both Macy's. Sold out before I could make up my mind about it. And they also had it on sale on Nordstrom. So it is going to be a little bit, I think, of, at least when I got it, let me back up. When I got it, I thought that it was going to be a little bit of a challenge for me, because I had not yet moved back into a regular size wallet. But I have virtually lived the spring and summer in my Anne Klein snakeskin wallet. Yes, I didn't change it to when I moved into my denim, even though I have denim pieces, denim accessories. Some of it is because I couldn't find some of them when I moved into that bag. But I just hate changing out a wallet when it's working with everything. So I haven't. But now that I have been in that bag in that wallet for a while, I feel more comfortable about going from that size wallet into this wallet because they are very similar. And this is the zip around accordion wallet. Not the slim, but it's considered a color block signature canvas wallet. It's got SLM on here, which is the abbreviation for slim, but this was not advertised as a slim wallet. It was advertised as a zip accordion wallet. It has slip pocket on the back wall. Loving the Bordeaux underbelly, which kind of matches the underbelly of the Cassie. So it has a slip, which I love. This is the thing that I think MCM misses the mark on in its large wallet. Is only one side of it has a slip on the wall. This wallet style has card slots on both front and back and slip on front and back, which makes it really easy to either store checkbooks on either side or place for cash and receipts. So lots of organization potential with this wallet. Let me get all the parts and pieces out. Okay. So, slip, 6 card slots, space, center zip, so you got a place to keep your coins, more space for, whether it's receipts or cash or checkbook, more card slots, and another slip. And I'm hoping that this is going to work in here. I think I've seen it maybe this size wallet and it goes in with no problems. Did y'all see that? It just literally just fell down in there. Plenty of room still left for the essentials. When I say plenty of room, keep it in the context of the fact that this is a small bag, not it's a leisure and it's got plenty of room left, okay? So it goes fine in the center. In the back, let's see. Takes a little bit, but it will fit in the back if you wanted to put it on the back wall. And then on the front, it goes in as well. So full-size wallet, absolutely not a problem in this bag. And I'm certain that because it will accommodate a full-size wallet, that my double zip will work in here as well. Although I have not verified it and I can't put my hands on it right now to try it. Not that I would ever put my wallet on the outside, but I just want to see what the capacity of this back pocket is. And it fits and it's not bulging. I mean, it does open the pocket up a little bit at the top so you can see, but as you can tell from the side profile, it's not stressing the canvas or causing a lot of bulging or anything on the back. The next piece, I just like this together. And this is in, both pieces are in the tan rust. The other thing that I wasn't sure about was, okay, if it's a small bag and you need to carry stuff other than, if you need flexibility for other stuff more than just a wallet, could you use, me talking to me, could I use a Dreamer wristlet, because I have a red one with signature, and I should have grabbed that one. But I also wanted to explore this little cutie right here. So if I wanted to go with a much smaller wallet slash card case option, then this in the tan rust combination will work as well. It is a fraction of the size of the wallet, so it would leave a lot more room in the bag, and it gives me the option where I can only store the wallet horizontally. I have the option of storing this one vertically, which gives me a lot more room to use in the bag. Now, this one has a outside slip pocket, which I love, because if I'm not sticking receipts or cash back where it needs to be, then I have the option here, or I have the option to corral everything on this, in this pocket that is on the back of the front compartment, so that if you're going to junk it up, it's corralled, and when you clean it out, it kind of frees everything back up. So I do like that. What I didn't realize when I purchased this is that Coach's on the hardware here, and I don't know if it's gonna focus or not, but it's right here. I don't know how I missed that given the number of reviews that I have watched of these accessory pieces, but it does have Coach here. Can y'all see that? All right. Then in the interior, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 card slots here on the top under the flap. There is a little slip pocket, and then in the interior, there is another slip that has a little bit of a gusset on the side, so it's going to give you a little bit more storage room. There is a center zip, so you can throw your coins in there, or maybe that random chapstick that you need to keep your lips from being so dry under your mask. And then there is also another slip. So I thought that these would give me the best color combo accessory options, not to be used together, but I did want to have an option because I wasn't sure how much of the interior space I wanted to sacrifice on a small bag just to be able to carry a full-size wallet. So here we are. I am not happy with these magnets. I know that I'm spoiled because Dooney and Burke's hardware is like outfitted for like world destruction, but nothing is in here, and it is, do you hear that? It just doesn't have the same power of the magnets and snaps that I'm accustomed to from the pieces in the majority of my collection. Y'all know I'm still a embryo as it relates to the transition to Coach. So that, I know how I pack a wallet. I know how I pack a card case. This is kind of a hybrid piece between the two of those, not quite a wallet, not exclusively a card case. And I was really hoping that the hardware would be a little bit more substantial. This hardware is like the miniature version of the hardware that was on Tabby, the Tabby Hobo, that absolutely drove me insane that it didn't have any strength. It's also, although I am loving my Coach totes, the ones that have the magnets in the top, the magnet is just not strong enough to keep the tops together when the bag is weighted down with the items in there. It's one of those things that I either have to get over or I've got to check before I make a purchase to make sure that it's got different hardware. And let me just show you. So it had this little plastic sticker thingy. Can y'all see that? Over the little snap piece. And I thought maybe that's kind of preventing the magnets from really being able to, slam together. But this is thin plastic. Magnets are supposed to be built stronger. That a little piece of plastic is not going to keep a magnet from attaching. But it's this part here. It's virtually flat. Can y'all see? It's not even a lot here for it to catch. You see how thin that hardware is, that this little nodule here is supposed to catch here and be strong enough to hold everything in your wallet packed out, right? Cards and receipts and cash. And I just do not have confidence that it is going to hold. And it is also, even though empty, it is not finding itself. Okay, no. Okay. There, it found itself that time, but it just doesn't. I'm going to keep it because it matches. And because I have already made up in my mind that it is likely never going to snap once I get it filled, even if it's a strong enough magnet. If I'm doubling up on cards in these slots, and maybe I've got some change or a lip gloss or lipstick or something in here, I've already made up in my mind that it's going to be too much for this to snap. So I've gotten over it, but I shouldn't have to get over it. The hardware just should be a bit more substantial. And I just hope that it's coming across on camera that you can't even see the little nodule. And it's there. You see it? It's there. But it is virtually flat. And I don't know. I know there are a lot of old Coach heads that would fight me to the death over their brand, and that's fine. But these magnets are not the business. I have refrigerator magnets that are stronger than this, and that's the truth. All right, so we're going to just call this a hybrid. I know they call this, I think it's called a Dreamer wallet. But it's not exclusively a wallet, and it's not exclusively a card case. So it's a hybrid for me. All right, we're going to start in the back, and it will vertically. I would be nervous about that. So let's try it horizontally, and it does fit in there. I just wouldn't keep my wallet on the outside. Regardless of the wallet, I wouldn't use my outside pocket for that. But if you needed to throw it in there really quickly just to get out of the way for the next person, or maybe it's raining when you get to the door and you need some place to quickly throw your wallet until you can get in the car or get in the store, it would work. Your back pocket would also work. Let's take a look at the interior. All right, so the front, it works with plenty of room to spare. It would also work if you wanted to use that little back pocket on the little slip on the back wall of the front. It would work as like a little kangaroo pouch there. It works in there. Oh, there's a little piece of foam that I think it's gotten caught on. Let me get that out. Because it slid in with, yeah, I got foam in there. All right, so it will work right there with no problems. Not deep enough for it to stand vertically, and well, I guess you could if you wanted to. I just wouldn't, because it's going to put a little bit of stress on your top flap if you leave it vertically. The interior, though, middle section, it leaves you plenty of room, again, if you wanted to use a smaller cosmetic or something like that, which is the reason I wanted to get both a full size and a small, so that I had the option of downsizing and only a grab and go versus needing more interior space that a full size wallet would eat up. And then on the back, it will work on the back as well. I don't know if you can see that. And it will work vertically as well. So if you wanted to stick a couple of other things back there, or maybe you needed a second card slot because you're going to not carry a full wallet, but you need all of your cards, or maybe you've got, I don't go anywhere without my debit card, a credit card, my health insurance cards, my car insurance cards, and quite honestly, Sephora, and Ulta, because I just might pop in at any given time. But if you needed something to keep like your store cards, like your grocery store cards or gas cards or stuff like that, you could put another card case back here and would have all of your wallet financial things in the back, and then would still have the center, a slip, the front pocket, and the outside back pocket that you could use with no problems. I'm pleased. I'm very pleased. After being very disappointed with the leather on my Florentine last week with Camden, this one is absolutely a keeper. I am not seeing any glazing issues. I'm not seeing any cracking issues, no piping issues, no hardware issues, no closure issues, no accessory issues to go with it. I am overall very pleased with this purchase. Coaches all over the hardware, on the lobster claws on the side, on the buckle on the strap, on the bottom side and the top side of the turn lock. The signature, of course, signature canvas has Coach sporadically spread throughout. It does have the hang tag, and both of the accessory pieces are fashioned in the same way. Coach in the hardware here, Coach in the leather here, in the signature, and the same here. It is on the zipper pull in the hardware. Then you have on the front, and I don't remember seeing it stamped any place in the leather, but I could have missed that as I was showing it. Oh, yep, there it is right there. Don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it is stamped in the leather in the interior of the wallet. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. And it will work, let's see, as crossbody. Again, I just think that it's casual if you're going for that look. You know, I don't know, maxi dress, shorts and t-shirt, jeans and boots and a sweater, whatever. I think that it's very casual. That's a little long for a shoulder. Let me try adjusting to see if I even like it as a shoulder bag. I'll probably likely just use it as a crossbody. That's just true. Oh, that was tight. All right, let me put it on the shortest length. I'm going to take all the stuffing off since she will be a permanent resident. And let's see. That works better as a shoulder bag. I like that length. It's hitting right at my hip. So, but not something that I would wear out of the house with this dress just because I feel like it's a little too casual. Given the hardware on this bag and that's pretty light. But given the hardware on this bag and it really being kind of in the same family as this little accent piece, which is kind of heavy, but for that magnet to be as weak as it is, I know I'm just bouncing right now, but look at that. Like, come on, coach, get it together. I guess I'll have to stick with accessories that have zippers because these have not failed me, but this has just been kind of disappointing. But because it will work and I'm in love with my bag, we're going to let it slide. I do have a little bit of an update for you from last week with the Florentine Camden. I did make the decision, even though I said in the video that I was going to keep that bag, the more I looked at that leather and the unevenness of the color and that little spot that was on the front that it looks like the dye completely missed, I did decide to return it. I was, for whatever reason, I couldn't initiate the return online, so I'm going to have to call Dooney tomorrow. So maybe before I drop that box in the mail this week, I may do a comparison between the Florentine and the Pebble leather version of the bag, if that's something that you'd be interested in. I don't know that I think the handbag hauler is the only other video. Did DJ King do that as well? There are only a couple of videos, I think, that show them kind of side by side. So I'm going to, my plan is to repurchase that bag in red, hopefully not to get any of your returns for those of you that ordered the large and found it to be too big. But I'm hoping that they will do the swap, exchange, damage, whatever it is, or repurchase, and I will get one that I'm a lot more pleased with. I did experiment with that bag after the live. I found a short Michael Kors guitar strap instead of my MCM strap, which I will only use on that bag. And that little short MK strap was perfect on it. It is the same length as the MCM one, and it just gave it that nice vibe, the nice, it brought it under my arm, so it felt a lot more comfortable. So what I've decided is once I get my replacement bag back, I will take off the strap that comes with the bag, and I will permanently put the MK one on there. It looked amazing with it because it's red with some appliques and it has gold accents on it. So it pulls the gold accents from the Dooney hardware. So it is a match made in heaven, and it brings the bag up closer. It feels better as a hobo. Holding onto the strap felt a lot better. When I put that one on there, it hits in the right place at my hip. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to getting that one back. Because the more I looked at it afterwards, I was like, this bag is going to traumatize me. I am not going to be able to carry it and feel good about it, because taking it out of the plastic was not a good experience. So, assuming that when I get it back, it is acceptable, I may use it as a prop one night just to show it to you with the shorter MK strap, and that I got a good one back. Otherwise, I just wanted to give you that update, because I did say I'm going to keep it, I'm going to keep it, I'm going to keep it. And afterwards, I was like, I talked to a couple of my tribe sisters, and I was like, I just can't. The more I look at it, the worse it makes me feel about this purchase. And that is not the feeling that you want to have about Florentine, especially, but about any bag that you've spent your hard earned money on. So it is going back, and I am ordering a replacement one, and I've got a permanent strap that I will be putting on that one that will work with it. So I'm excited about that. All right, we are coming up on the hour mark. I'm going to get ready to jump off of here. Please make sure that you hit the thumbs up. Please, please, please keep Mrs. Q's family in your thoughts and prayers. Please keep Teresa Johnson in your thoughts and prayers. Keep Rosalind Ellis and her family in your thoughts and prayers, and my family in your thoughts and prayers. We all lost family members this past week, so it has been a rough week. Lots of death and sickness and a lot of tears. So please, 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 when you bow your head or when you are talking to your creator, I would ask that you please keep our four families in your thoughts and prayers. Travel, of course, has been difficult because we're still in the middle of a pandemic. Mortuary service, directors are swamped because of all of the precautions and just the number of families that unfortunately they're having to service right now. So our service has been delayed because the first available appointment that my family was able to get was this coming Wednesday. So almost a week in the making. So not ideal. It's dragging, our final goodbyes out a bit. But just please keep our families in your thoughts and prayers. Please also keep our tribe sister Candy Crusher in your thoughts and prayers. She is under the weather herself. Just there's so much going on, and I'm not even going to say the world, but if you just think about the 53 of us that are 54 that are corralled here tonight on this live stream, and you think about all of the things that are going on at work and at home and with your families and friends, if you just take those extensions of the 54 of us, there are so many different situations going on. So I know it's natural to want to know what other people are going through, and sometimes you want to be very specific in your prayer to pray that God does this specific thing, or you want to know the name of the person that you should be calling out when you do. But I would just beg of you to respect everyone's privacy, respect the fact that they're going through both the grief process and the healing process all at the same time. And just pray that God meet each and every one of your tribe sisters, everyone represented here, meet at their point of need. You don't have to know the specifics. You don't have to be in everybody's business in order to just say that you are asking your creator to bless those that are around you, that you associate with, that you share time and space with, that he um, meet them, or she, whatever you believe, meet them at their point of need. So that's all I have for you tonight. It's been a long, rough week. And unfortunately, Mrs. Q and I lost our family members on the same day, a few hours apart. I'm going to go because I'm not crying on here tonight. Thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, take care, be safe, and I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care.